Hey guys, and happy Homebrew Wednesday. How are you? Well, I'm doing pretty good. I had a fantastic brew day, brewing up a Russian Imperial Stout on Saturday, and I do have some footage of that. But I didn't want to post it here on the Homebrew Wednesday because I wanted to do sort of a complete brew day and show you what it's like with all the little nuances and things like that. It's not perfect. It shows some oddities that maybe you guys have some suggestions on how I can improve my process or something like that. So yeah, I was wearing the GoPro camera on my head most of the day. Most of the shots are in the center of the frame, but some of them I'm a little bit off. So I hope that if you do watch it, that you forgive me for that. It was my first try at it, and yeah, it is what it is. I don't know if I'll ever do it again, but yeah, you guys will let me know what I think. So I'll go ahead and post that either just before or after this Homebrew Wednesday, and you guys can take a look if you want. It's quite long. It's about 30, just over 30 minutes. Yeah, so it condenses it all in. Anyway, you'll see it. Here in the back of me, you can see my hop trellis. Hops are at the top. They got there. I've got about 7 or 8 vines that are up there towards the top. I did take some footage of that, and down behind the house, I've also got some plum trees. So I took a little bit of footage of that and talked a little bit about what I want to do later on this summer after the plums start, well, coming into fruition. Once they get closer to harvest. So we'll go ahead and cut to some footage of that.
There's the hop trellis. Yeah, not too bad. Looks like they're all up there. Just gotta train those. Yeah. There you go. Hmm. So here I've got 2 that are going up. See the tip of the second one is there. Here I've got 2 coming up. Down below, see there's a third one here. Here I've got 3 coming up. 1 here, 2 tips at the top. And then this one is just 1 for now. I got a smaller one down here. So yeah. These guys. There you go. Get up there. Not too shabby. So back here we got a couple of plum trees. So I was thinking about when these things get bigger, you can see the baby plums here. These are all going to become plums. So gonna have a pretty good harvest this year. It seems like a harvest on the plums are every other year. Last year I didn't get hardly any. But you can see there's going to be quite a few. So that's actually going to be quite nice. And then yeah. I was thinking about taking some fresh wort after a brew day, letting it cool down underneath these trees, and see if about collecting some wild yeast and yeah, see what happens there. Yeah.
So in front of me, I've also got a beer. It's not a homebrew. It's a hair of the dog Michael. And this was sent to me, of course, by Kevin from Clement's Homebrew. And I'm gonna meet Kevin here in the next week or two. So I had better crack one of his beers open on camera because I already did drink the other ones. And I've been sort of saving this one. It's Flanders Red. And I'm not a huge sour guy, but I figured, what the hell? Let's just go ahead and see what it's like on camera. So without further ado, gotta use my trusty BrewTuber's bottle opener. Let's crack this thing open. All right. So Kevin, he sent me some beers. This was before Christmas, I think, or was it right after? No, oh, I was in Florida. Yeah, it was at Christmas when I was in Florida. So there we go. And had a doggy claws in there and a few other just wonderful, wonderful beers. So there we go. Not a huge head on it. I was not very aggressive, right? So let's see if we can stir one up. I think I can smell that one over here already. It's pretty vinous. Let's go ahead and get the aroma. Oh yeah, classic sour. Got some like cherry notes on there. Getting some of that sort of little bit of funk to it. It's pretty inviting. It's I've only had honestly one other Flanders Red, and that was the Jacob de Rouge, I think is what it was called. And I found that one to be very hard and aggressive and near vinegar. This one is smells a little bit more inviting. Definitely more fruity and less sour, but hint of funk. So let's get into it. Cheers. Thanks a lot, Kevin. I really appreciate it. The beers that you sent me were phenomenal. This is, above and beyond. So thank you very, very much. Cheers. Mmm. Mmm. Nowhere near the vinegar I was sort of dreading. Wow. Some malty sweetness right there at the end, but right up front, light, pitted fruits. Then you get a little bit of funk, and then in the back came that sort of malty backbone, and now I'm really getting like a caramel sort of toffee sort of notes from this. Wow, that's got different flavors all the way through. Cheers. Okay, that's enjoyable. Now, does this convert me to the cliches that are sours? I'm still on the fence. This isn't like a slam dunk or anything. This is just it's a very nice experience, though. All right, let's kind of set that down for a few minutes. Thanks, Kevin. So the other day when I came home, is 2 weeks ago, I got this book in the mail. Gordon Strong's Modern Homebrew Recipes. And, within 2 days I was done reading, the first half of it, or the first, few pages of it, which is basically him talking about a little bit about brewing process, brewing procedures, brewing ingredients, but really drilled down into what Gordon's process is, what his equipment is, what his process is, all the sort of little nuances that place into his equipment. And I did learn some things from there, specifically tips, about the brew liquor, the pH values, things like that, the salts that he uses. Very, very, very interesting book, sort of to get to understand, somebody with Gordon's experience, and he writes that into just a couple chapters in the beginning. And then the rest of the book is all recipes, all of Gordon's favorite recipes that he's brewed over the years. And I tell you, there's some in here I just can't wait to try. I mean, brewing classic styles is one thing, but you know, when you want to take the brewing classic styles, when you want to take a classic style and sort of put a twist on it, bring it to the next level, there's this kind of experience that'll do that. So yeah, really looking forward to getting into some of these recipes. So highly recommend buying this book. If I know a lot of the guys in down under New Zealand and also in the UK are referring to that one book as the Bible. If that's the Bible, that's the Old Testament. This is the New Testament. I said it here first. Anyways, I highly recommend that book. Very excited to get into some of those recipes. So in terms of other things that I've got going on homebrew wise, I bought some STC 1000s about, gosh, it's probably a year ago, and they've been sitting up in my closet for a long time, with the intention of creating, you know, a cabinet for them and then using them for some fermentation chambers. Well, I don't have the fermentation chamber yet, or I haven't built it. I do have plans to make it, or also kind of struggling in my head. Do I get like the tiny fridges, 2 tiny fridges, and use that as a fermentation chamber? Or do I just build my own fermentation chamber like Main Brew Guy did in his old house, and several other people have done, and sort of just go with like a double cabinet solution? I know that Clements Homebrewers did it. I know that Under the Table Brewing has did it. Main Brew Guy, like I said. I think Hockey Player and a few other people. So am I going to build my own or whatever? I don't know. I don't care. That's not the point of this discussion. The point is that I finally got around to building those boxes. So here they are. Just ordered these aluminum boxes up on eBay. Got a nice little STC 1000 in there. This is Elitech. But it still says ST 1000 on it. Kind of interesting. So I got the cool cable colored blue. Got the hot cabled, a little bit colored on pink. Of course, the power cable, and then the temp probe. But you know, I said I had a couple, so yeah. This one doesn't have Elitech on it, but it is another STC 1000. So I did 2 of these guys, and you know, they're ready to go, ready to be used. So now I just need proper fermentation chambers to use them in, and then I'll be all set. So yeah, that's about all I've got going on homebrew wise this week. I will be well on my way to Seattle very shortly, and yeah, we'll see what I can shoot for footage there. So I almost forgot. There's been a few people who've asked about my Westy 12 clone and how that turned out. I like it very much. I like that Westy 12, really nice. I had a chance about a week or so ago to bring it over to some friends, and we shared it, and I got it on camera. So let me go ahead and share that clip with you. Here you go. Okay, so here I am with my good friends Christian and Tommy, and I wanted to take a little bit of time to review this beer so that we can get some comments on the tribute. So this is the Belgian Quad that I brewed back in August, and I want to go ahead and just share this with them and get some notes. Of course, if I was to give you notes about what this would be, it's a little bit biased. So I want their opinion about what they think of this beer and give you some sort of original ideas about what they smell, what they taste, and their overall impression is of this beer. So let's go ahead, crack this thing open, get into it, and we'll tell you what we think.
That's good.
It's not going to pop like champagne.
It's okay.
No.
It's not.
No.
It was coming.
It is hard. I've had to open a bottle or two with my teeth. Oh yeah, there you go. Good job.
And strong, you know. Strong like this beer, was it 10%?
10.8. Yeah.
10.8.
About 53 IBUs. Let's go ahead and get the pour on that. Good, nice carbonation.
Nice
beer.
color.
Alright. There we go. Too shabby.
This is ours, not Tommy. Tommy's gonna drive today, so in Norway we can't Drink and drive.
Drink and drive.
And taste.
Tell me if you don't taste it. So, what is your first impression on, you know, the look in the beer and the aroma? So, what kind of colors do you get out of it?
Nice. Dark. Brown.
Nice dark brown.
A little bit of red.
A little bit of red hues from it. Yeah. And the aroma?
Didn't taste. No, it didn't smell so much.
Okay. I smell like a little bit of, sort of like a little bit of candy, sort of. Kind of like a dark cherry candy. Yeah. Okay. Let's go in for the taste then. Skål.
Skål, skål. The fruit taste. Yeah, it's a fruit taste.
What kind of fruity taste?
I'm so sure.
Always judge on the second sip, not the first.
I haven't tasted anything like this before. It's like a heavy orgasm.
Heavy
I have
orgasm.
tasted that before, yeah. Of course.
There's a little bit of alcohol. Just a hint of alcohol.
Mm.
Do you get that? Underneath that though, I get like a dark cherry. And
I think about Christmas.
Christmas
Candy.
Christmas candy. Should be sweet. Should be sweet. Malty. Dark fruits like figs and plums, dates.
Like Christmas.
Cherry.
I think. Mm. It's an old ladies.
Old ladies
It's,
beer.
no, it's Konge av Danmark. I think like
Vad hette det på engelska?
King of the Denmark. Yes.
Ah,
It's, you have tasted it? It's candy.
King of Denmark?
Mm. You should taste that. Not as good as this beer, but no.
So what's your overall impression?
It's heavy, but it's after as well. It
The
comes a
aftertaste?
fruity taste, and it lightness and the heavy taste will go away, and it's fruity and light.
If you had to guess how much percentage of alcohol was in this, obviously you know, but if you had to guess, how much alcohol do you think it's taste?
5 or 6. I think.
5 or 6?
Yeah, I think so. It's not so. I feel a lot of alcohol right now.
Do you?
Yeah, I feel that or no, it's something. Not spicy, but sting in it.
sharp,
Yes.
sour.
Yeah. Perhaps sour.
That could be
After-
coming from
when
the
I-
Belgian
when
yeast.
when I. But then it disappeared and
It smooths
becomes
out.
more common. Yeah, smooth out.
Yeah, I think that's definitely from the Belgian yeast.
Mm.
But until next time, guys, I hope you're having a hell of a week and have a better weekend. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. It's not bad. It's not sour. I was surprisingly malty.